Hello and welcome to the September 2024 Te Ahu Turanga Manawatū Tararua Highway aerial flyover. My name is Aaron Bang, I'm the owner interface manager for the project. Here in Zone 1 at the western roundabout, we have the last of the remaining curbs to be completed on the roundabout in the coming days. This area will then be sealed and asphalted up to Bridge 1. Traffic using State Highway 57 will be switched onto this roundabout once the asphalt is completed. You can also see the first of the street lighting that has been installed in this area. Coming up to Bridge 1 here, this structure is almost complete with just the 5 metre strip of curb remaining to complete all structural elements of the bridge. Between Bridge 1 and 2, this section is currently awaiting stabilisation in the coming week before we begin laying structural asphalt. Great progress here, with 50 of the 54 bridge deck segments now complete. All segments completed on Piers 1 and 2, with only 4 segments remaining on Pier 3. The team is preparing for a stitch pour between Pier 1 and 2. As you can see, some of our precast mahi toi panels have been installed on the southern abutment. More mahi toi elements will be revealed as more of the highway and the structures are completed. Onto the Eco-viaduct. Since the last flyover, the remaining deck pours have been completed and the 305 metre bridge deck is now finished. You can see the concrete barriers in the middle of the bridge. The team has started installing these, and just some final work to be done on under-deck services like the stormwater, for example. Coming into full 9 now. Both layers of structural asphalt have been completed through this section, and median and shoulders are now being constructed in preparation for October 1st when we can start placing SMA. SMA is stone mastic asphalt, a 40mm layer that forms the smooth black surface on the road. Structural asphalt is a thicker layer of asphalt that supports the SMA surface layer. It gives the road surface a really strong foundation to ensure longevity of our pavements. You can see the plants are really flourishing through here. Our landscaping team is just wrapping up their planting season for this year, and they've put in more than 420,000 plants in the ground since April. In total, we've planted 1.8 million plants by the end of the project. Coming through cut 13 now, both layers of structural asphalt have been completed and median and shoulders are now being constructed in preparation for the 1st of October when we can start the SMA in this area as well. Finishing touches are being completed on the shared user path prior to its sealing. As we travel through cut 13, the vistas open up to the Meridian wind farm, which is going to be a fantastic view for people as they're travelling along the highway. To the right hand side of the road, you can see the area currently being used for stockpiling of material to fill the median and shoulders, as well as complete our Meridian access tracks. We have 9 of these tracks across the job that require construction to enable Meridian to access their wind turbines. The asphalt team is completing the last of the second lift through this section of cut 17. The machine you can see here is the Material Transfer Vehicle, or MTV, which uses a conveyor belt to feed asphalt into the paver. This is used for steep grades and also to ensure that when trucks are reversing into the paver, they don't cause the paver to stop, ensuring a smooth final surface. There are 3 layers of asphalt to be constructed on the job. 2 times 80mm layers of AC20, which is the structural asphalt, and then a layer of SMA on top as the wearing course. The mobile asphalt plant was required on site due to the large volumes of asphalt required to complete the job. We needed 110,000 tonnes of asphalt in total, which is more than 9,000 truckloads. This high volume required this plant to be established on site, with additional asphalt being brought from Bulls. This plant will supply about 60,000 tonnes of asphalt, so more than half the total. A bit of background on the pavement for Te Ahu Turanga. In this context, the pavement means the part of the road that traffic goes on. So the pavement layers are 790mm thick in total. They actually start with the subgrade, which is the final layer of earthworks. Once this is nicely smoothed over, we place a 350mm layer of lower subbase, which is made up of aggregate that's compacted with rollers. After this, we place another 230mm layer, which is called subbase, and we stabilise this layer with 4% cement to make it extra strong. Once the cement is cured, we apply a membrane seal to this layer before we start placing layers of asphalt. The seal is used like a glue that helps the asphalt bind to the lower layer. The layers of asphalt are 160mm thick, with a final 40mm layer of SMA going on top to provide a nice, smooth, trafficable surface. We're approaching cut 25 at the moment, and you can see our team completing construction of upper subbase cement stabilisation layer. This process consists of cement being spread over an area using the trucks with white tanks on the back. The cement is then mixed through the aggregate layer with water using our stabilisation machine. The material is then compacted and cut to shape to create a stiffer layer of pavement. Coming into cut 28, this is a busy part of the site at the moment, with pavement subsoils, rock bolting, and the last of earthworks being completed on the wetland here. We have had to complete some additional work around batter stabilisation in this area to reduce the amount of fretting on our batter faces. As you can see here, there is some shot creep on those batter faces, as well as some drape material that has been applied. Here you can see our Goodman's crews laying lower subbase material. The grader is smoothing out the material before rollers compact it, ready for the upper subbase. Coming up to the section here, that is the last remaining subgrade to be handed over from earthworks to pavements. Over 90% of the subgrade has been handed over, which allows pavement construction. 75% of our lower subbase has been constructed to date. 70% upper subbase has been placed. We have 55% membrane seal completed, and 40% of our structural asphalt has been completed. Here we have the Mangamanaia Bridge. This bridge is structurally complete and is awaiting the asphalt to be placed on its surface. Here in Fill 22, this area has been membrane sealed and is just awaiting the asphalt team to come through to place the structural asphalt. The eastern roundabout is ready and awaiting the start of the curbing to be placed before construction of the asphalt layers. Thank you for joining me on this month's flyover. We look forward to sharing with you the progress made over the next month. Ka kite.